Good afternoon and welcome. I'm Celeste and this is my FlossTube channel, Celeste Creates. This is FlossTube number 41 on Monday, August 29th of 2022. It has been only 2 weeks since my last video, so I'm rather happy that I managed to make it back a little sooner than I have been. If you are a new viewer, thank you for coming to join me. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment. I appreciate them all. And if you're a returning subscriber or viewer, thank you for coming back each and every time to talk cross stitch and other things and to just enjoy a little bit of time together. It is a highlight of my weeks, so welcome. I have cross stitch finishes and lots of plans for September to share with you today. The lighting's a little funky today. It's been really rainy today. I feel like we've had one of the rainiest Augusts that I remember, and it hasn't been due to a tropical storm or hurricane, which is good. But we're getting into, I know hurricane season begins on June 1st technically and goes through November 1st. But right about now is when it all starts to ramp up and we start to see more activity in the Atlantic and in the Gulf. So anyway, Saturday, yeah, August 27th was the 5-year anniversary of Harvey, when we flooded. Most of Houston flooded. So that was kind of bittersweet. But yeah, and today should have been the launch of the Artemis 1 rocket for NASA, and that launch got scrubbed this morning or canceled, postponed until hopefully Friday. My husband works launch support. He worked launch support for many years for Shuttle, and would work the support room to mission control. And so he went very early, well, like midnight. He went to work and was there hoping to launch, and it didn't go. So that was exciting and brings back memories of watching the shuttle launches here at home with the kids. And so hopefully they can get the issues resolved and it can launch here soon. Everybody's doing well. We still have refrigerator issues that are trying to get solved. Hopefully we will either be getting a new one soon from LG or we will get refunded for our refrigerator. It just, as frustrating as it is, it just takes time. And so God is asking me to be patient, and that's really hard. But you know, God uses, I believe firmly that God can use all these things, these difficulties, you know, in our life to just really teach us things about ourselves, and about how He wants us to live and approach life's day-to-day challenges, right? My kids are well, back to school. My daughter, who broke her foot, she's doing really well, getting around most of the time, walking on her boot. So I think she's just gonna do great. Yeah, so we're having a good time and just doing all the things. It'll be a little bit of time, but in another week and a half or so, basketball practices for the boys will begin again, and that season starts. And so looking forward to fall weather. And but all in all, everything's great. I'm doing well, and I'm stitching all the things, right? So let's get into what I have to share with you today. Since my last video, which again was only 2 weeks ago, aren't you proud? I've had a few days where I didn't stitch, 1 or 2 maybe. But the first thing that I worked on and then finished was a chart from the Scarlet House. And the chart, I've shown the chart many times. I didn't get it out this time, but it is Pegg, 1877 by the Scarlet House, and I had a finish. So my friend Chrissy and I started this together, and we finished it together. So that was really fun. Sometimes she was a little bit ahead of me, and then I kind of got a little ahead of her, but we managed to be able to finish on the same day, so that was really fun. And I have not framed anything in a really long time if it's required a custom frame, because we've just been so busy, and I still need my husband to change and put on my new saw blade so I can chop some frames like my friend can. And so I really have a whole load of things that I need to cut frames for and frame. So hopefully over the next couple of months you'll be seeing things that, man, she finished that a long time ago. Can't believe she hadn't framed it yet. So that is okay. That will be a lot of fun, and it'll kind of be like, you know, like Christmas in a way, to frame those things that have been finished for a while and put them up on the walls, and I know I'll be excited about that. Anyway, I am jabbering, but here's Pegg. I finished her, and hold on, I think I need a piece of, I need a board, hold on. All right, here she is. I'm not loving this lighting, but you know, it is what it is. If I waited for perfect lighting, perfectly quiet house, perfect everything, we'd never film a video. So here is my finish on Pegg. You can't see it right there, but there is like a little crown. But it's really pale. So she is all done and ready to be framed. I really, really enjoyed her. I've said before, Chrissy and I each made some color changes to make it look a little bit more like the photo, to make these letters a little bluer like they are in the photo, and they wouldn't have been if we used the called for color. So those are the changes. I did make some changes. If you're interested in knowing what those are, let me know, and I can email those to you. But she is done. It was interesting. I mean, some of it may just be your moods at the time, but Christy and I were both actually getting a little tired of it, and I think maybe it was the darker colors, and I was getting a little bored repeating the same motif so soon. Anyway, I don't know what it was, but we were both kind of ready to be done with it. So I don't, you know, whatever that is, but we're done. So no complaints. So I will really, really enjoy having this framed and on my wall. Let me see if I can remind you what I did when we started this. I'm trying to hold this up so you can get an extended look here. Still when she and I started that, my goodness. I started it sooner than that. As usual, I'm probably missing it. Oh, there it is. June 15th we started this. And so I guess about 2 months it took us. And this is on 36 count Angelella by Tropical Stitches, and then some of the called for colors, and then we made the changes. So there you go. That's the Pegg. Isn't she pretty? All right. So finished her, and so that was kind of whip and finish. And let's see, I think I'll show this one next. I finished this one last night. This I started with my Saturday Stitcher friends, and we all started this particular chart. Put that on the ground. Okay, so from the Sewing Club book, my friends, we call her, I call us, I'm pretty sure we all call each other the Saturday Stitchers, but even though we stitch all the time. We've been working our way through the Sewing Club book, and we've done several projects out of here. Kim Goldman, Merritt Crawford, and April, from April Heirlooms, and me. And so back in, was that July? We started, on the 23rd, we started the project in here called Hollyhocks Were Always There Housewife. So we had chosen this one to do. So that was about a month ago. The Sewing Club book, and I used all the called for colors. And I stitched this one on a piece of vintage country mocha. and I finished it last night. Let's see. Let me show you a couple things. Everything is as it should be except this right here. The initials, this was supposed to have been the year, but I really just didn't want to put the year on this particular piece, and so I changed it out to put my initials here. The initials should have been up here. So I took the initials off of here and I just added in a flower. These two little flowers were already there, and I just added in another flower and some leaves from down below to make that top of the housewife. But everything is otherwise all the called for colors and all the correct stitching. So I'm really excited. I don't know, I have to look through my stash, my fabric, and see if I have anything that will work for this, but I kind of want just the right fabric for it, so I may do a little looking around to see what I can find. I have not bought, surprisingly, I haven't bought any of the Blackbird fabric that came out, and so maybe there'll be a nice piece that I could order, a piece or two for finishing this housewife as it's done in the book, because I really love that. So that was a finish. I'm super excited. I love those colors. They're so pretty. Teal frost. Love that. So that's a finish. And I will be excited. That's one I can finish because I don't have to frame it. So that's a good thing. The next one that I finished, I do not have on hand to show you because it was a gift. But I decided for my mother-in-law's birthday to stitch her this really beautiful little chart called Down in the Valley by Blackbird Designs. Love the little house, that great big flowery tree thing, and I love the way that it was finished, and I wanted to do something almost exactly like that. I wasn't sure. They list this candle holder from Hobby Lobby, but I did not see it at my Hobby Lobby, and this, you know, they changed their stock over the years. And then I think this was twill tape. So I can insert a couple pictures here. So this has already been gifted and she loved it. So instead of the twill tape, I found this really pretty kind of brownie rose colored eyelet on the roll at Hobby Lobby, and I brought home some twill tape and I brought that home too, but I really loved the way that eyelet looked with the piece. And then instead of it's more like a little tart pan on a foot that I found in the candle section, and that's what I finished it on. So that was a really fun little stitch that took me like, gosh, that took 2 days to stitch. It was super easy, super quick. All the call for colors, and I did that on a piece of Picture This Plus Legacy, which I really enjoyed. And I finished it and gifted it to my mother-in-law. So that was a really fun finish to do. I really liked that. Kind of like, oh, I think I need to make one for myself. So bad. Let's see. As far as whips go, I think I only have one other whip. Is that right? Yeah. So my other whip is, and I'm not going to show you the book or the threads because you could probably look on, you know, half of my videos and see the threads and the chart, and you probably know what it looks like. It's considered the Lilies. So I have pulled this back out several months ago and thinking, I think I can finish this. I did the green on the border and got that all finished a while back, and that kind of really gave me the incentive to keep going. I think that green on the border was one of the things that was holding me up. And so having that done, I felt like I could really make some progress. So since I last showed this, I got a lot done. So I'll show it here first, but in the top right corner, this is the top right corner, I did like, I don't know, maybe I've already done those, but I did like all these right here. did all those motifs, and I did the horse and the porcupine. I did all those. And of course I did some more flowers, and I'm working on one right there. So I only have one motif left. It's one bigger motif that goes right there. It's the mirror. It's this one. So that's the last motif I have to add here, and I've kind of left it open because other than that, all I have to do is fill in my name and date here, which I'll do at the end. And I'm thinking I'm gonna change the color. It may be like a brown, and I'm gonna do it in one of these blues because blue is my favorite. And then I think I'm down to, I'll show you the whole thing in a minute. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 lilies on the border left to do. So right now my focus is, I've been working on this in the mornings up here, which is not my normal stitching spot, but I work on it up here while the kids are doing school, and that's a good time for me to get some work done. And I've been trying to work on finishing the lilies first. I get a little bored with the lilies, then I know I can come start that motif if I want to. So really, I've got 15 lilies, a motif, and my name and date, and I'm done. So I had been planning for a finish for the year. And then my friend April said, I wonder if you can finish it for Sampler September. And I thought, I think I can. So that's my goal at this point, is to have Consider the Lilies done by the end of September in honor of Sampler September. So here it is all together. You can see how beautiful it is. She's almost done. She has a place in her bedroom. I can't remember if I have a frame or not, but we are almost done. And I'm really excited. So as my friend Chrissy said, we've been considering these lilies for a really long time. And I know, like earlier I was saying, I got a little bored with it in Pegg, repeating those mirror image motifs so quickly. And I know this is essentially all mirror image. But you work on it so long that you don't repeat any image very quickly. So you don't get bored with the same images because it's been a long time since you did the one on the other side. So that is Consider the Lilies. I'm really excited that I could really be done with that in September. So that is, I think, all the whips and finishes I have to show you. So the next thing I want to talk to you about, I guess I can show you this finish first. Let's do this, even though it's not cross stitch. I did have another finish, and it was my shawl. So I've since started 2 other shawls, but I'm not going to show you those. I think, this isn't really about crochet. And so I just want to show you what I've done. So I think I won't show you my crochet whips, but I will show you when I finish something or if I've made a lot of progress. So this was a shawl that I started called the Orla Sideways Shawl. Free pattern online. And I can link it below. I think I linked it in maybe the last video. I don't remember. Nice long size, nice and wide. This is the Hobby Lobby I Love This Yarn cotton, and I finished it, and I'm really excited to I go to church on Tuesday nights for some prayer time and adoration, so I'm excited to take it with me. You see, I made myself a shawl. I'm so excited. So I love how this yarn feels. Super soft. I was gonna start the next shawl with the I Love This Yarn acrylic from Hobby Lobby, and I ended up returning it because it was just kind of weird. I felt like I couldn't see my stitches. It was just kind of funky. So I returned it and bought something different, and I'm liking the one I bought. So anyway, that is called the Orla Sideways Shawl. I think this color of cotton is khaki. But look in the description box below, and I'll have that linked for you. So finish that. Yay! So the last thing I have to talk to you about today is my plans for September, for Sampler September. I know there's a difference between the 2 hashtags. There's just the general sampler September, and that's really kind of any sampler you're working on during the month of September. And then I forget, I think we did this last time. I'll put it down here. September sampler soiree, something like that, or it's sampler September. Anyway, I'll put it here. You can have it, and that's the hashtag you can use if you are working on a antique reproduction that's been faithfully reproduced during the month of September. So I'll be using both hashtags because I'm doing both. So I have lots of plans for September, and I'm excited. I'm excited about all of them. So I think I will just go in order. This is not a September plan, but I'm going to start this evening and hopefully finish it in the next couple of days. This comes from the book. I'm making this as a gift, and I've always loved it. So I'm really excited to make it. Get to the page here. So I will be gifting this. I think this will be another one of those ones and be like, oh, I need to make this for myself. So here's the Blackbird book called Ooh La La. I haven't made a thing out of here. Everyone in here is beautiful. Why haven't I made them? Okay, but what I'm gonna make is this one. It's called The Last Rose of Summer. I think that's so beautiful. And the person who I'm giving it to, I think, will love it. It's just her style, I think. So they have it mounted on a little paper mache box. So I took myself over to Hobby Lobby, and I was able to find the correct paper mache box at Hobby Lobby. This was $2.49. So you paint this and maybe use some wax on it, and then I'll lace the oval and put it on the top. So I've got the box all ready. And then, like I said, I'm starting that here this evening. And so I chose a piece of, it's actually darker than this. Have a look. It's pretty dark. There we go. I think it called for like a gingerbread. This is Bee's Knees by Seraphim Fabrics, 36 count. So I picked a piece of that. I have all the pretty called for colors, plus a couple of DMCs and one substitute I made. So most of them are called for, and then 2 of them I'm using the DMCs instead of what was called for. I didn't have it. And then one of them I didn't have it, and so I'm just using something that looks really similar. So I am starting that this evening, and hopefully can finish that in the next couple of days and get that ready, because that person has a September birthday, so I'd like to get that in the mail. Then begins Sampler September, and lots of fun. So I have 4 projects that I'm for sure starting in September. A couple of them are samplers, some are not. The first that I'm going to start, where did she go? Oh, there we go. I forgot about this. So this is my downstairs stitching basket, Longaberger basket from ages ago. This sits next to my stitching chair. So this morning, I spent the morning kitting the things for September and kind of refilling my basket with the things that I want to be able to pull from in September when I'm sitting down to stitch. So first of all, we will show you the first thing I'm planning to start. My friend April_heirlooms and I are going to, we are going to start together a chart that we lovingly call Ms. Wiggles. This is my copy, Mary Wigglesworth from Hands Across the Sea. And we just call her Miss Wiggles because that's what we call her. I can insert a picture right here of the color. It's just beautiful. I love all the bright colors. So April and I are going to start her together real soon here. I think maybe September 3rd. Y'all are welcome to join us. And so I was working on all this today. I have chosen a piece of 36 count Thornfield by Needle and Flax. Ah, oh, so pretty. Really, really pretty. And these are all the Wild and Crazy DMC. Aren't they pretty? Woo, look at that. I'm so excited. Aren't they beautiful? Look at those colors. It's just gonna be so much fun. So I'm really excited about that and can't wait to get a start on that. So that one would have the Sampler Soiree hashtag for me to leave. And so of course, join in Sampler September, lots of fun. And if you want to start Ms. Wiggles with us, you are welcome. All right, then after that, I have a birthday start. My birthday is on September 9th. And this I showed you in, maybe in the last video or the one before, I forget. When I was at the Silver Needle in Tulsa, Oklahoma, I bought this absolutely beautiful chart from Jeanette Douglas, Blooming Bouquets. This is number 4, called Beautiful. I had thought they were pretty, and then as happens, I've heard it happens, and it did. I saw the model, and it was gorgeous, and I bought the whole thing. Oh, I bought the chart with the floss. So here's my little, these are my silks ready to go. I'll show you what I did. The silks just kind of came all lumped in there, so I had to kind of figure out which was which. So what I did was I went through the chart and I wrote this. These are the floss tags I like to use, and I put the symbol. So like this is the pound key or the pound key. Oh, did I just date myself? The hashtag or the sideways or an, you know. So I wrote down the symbol next to each color because I didn't have the color name. Anyway, it just seemed easier to me. And so then I put my little, I put them in a little baggie, and I can just pull out my, my little silk. I said I'm not a silk fan. They had it kitted with silk. I'm gonna try it again. It's not winter. My hands aren't too rough right now. So I chose for that. This is a really pretty piece of Lakeside Vintage Straw Flower. Really pretty. So I'm going to stitch it on that. And I'm looking forward to that. So that's my birthday start. So that is in my basket. I'm gonna drop something. Okay. Then, a few days after that, my friend April and I are going to start another one. I gave her this chart. Super cute. I don't know if I have a picture of it, but from Luminous Fiber Arts, the Friendship Series, Stitching Birds. I gave this to her for her birthday. And she and I are going to start it together kind of near my birthday. So I worked on getting that ready to go today. Made my working copy and got all my threads on a ring. There are some of these colors. These are the 3 overdyed. Capri, Liberty, and Ocean. They're Bella Weeks Dye Works, and they're so pretty. And then the rest is DMC that it calls for. That one's kind of wild and crazy. So all of those, and then I just had a little piece of 36 count Winter Moon. That's terrible. Why am I holding it like that? 36 count Winter Moon. I'm gonna do it on there. So that'll be a fun one, and I can put that up here in my sewing area. I think the cover has it made into a pillow, but I think I'm gonna probably end up framing that in a little frame. So that's gonna be another start. Then I had not planned to start this one. I'll show you some more out of here in a minute. I had not planned to start this one in September, but this one will fall under Sampler September because it's not a complete faithful reproduction. But I was chatting with my friend Kim Goldman yesterday. I think my husband's on hold. and I was remembering a chart that I wanted to stitch, and I labeled this as hashtag Kim's fault. Not like she made me do it, but she got me all excited, and I started kidding it up. So here's this beautiful book, Honeysuckle Manor. I think the book itself is just so pretty. Anyway, I love a lot of things in here. What's not to love, right? But this was probably the first one that had caught my eye. It's on the cover. Hannah, Lavina, Jocelyn. Those pinks on that border. The little house. I just think it's so pretty. So I'm going to start that. I kind of threw that on September 15th, but I can start that one whenever I want to. I made my working copy. I partially kitted it because I don't have all my colors. Here's what I did have in my stash. Called fors. Love that red pear. What's that one? That is Confederate gray. And then I ordered a few of the missing ones that I did not have, and they should come here in a day or two. And so when I get all those, then I will choose some linen and put that in my bag and be able to start that. So I'm pretty excited about that one. I think it's so pretty. So those are the 4 things, 5 including the one I'm going to start tonight, that I want to start in September. So those are my plans. I'm going to finish Consider the Lilies. And then what else do I have in my basket here? So here's what I thought through. Here's 2. One of them I just kept in there because it's a really good, if I want a little project, it's just kind of all right here. This has my Keeper of the Pins from Brenda Gervais in it. I have 2 more that I haven't done. The linen's in there, it's ready to go. They're super simple projects, be great for like a little car trip. So I just decided I'd leave that in the bag and it would kind of jog my memory as to what's in there. Okay, the other thing that's going on in September, Kim and I don't remember who else, but mostly I remember Kim. She is starting, I can't remember the name of it. She's starting a Gilles Leger. I think April is starting it with her. They're doing a Shawl, but she's doing a Shawl and it's any reflet de soie. So it's like reflet de soie Shawl. I'll put the hashtag, or you can go see Kim's about it. And so I have 2 reflet de soie whips, and so I thought I'm going to add those to my basket and I can work on those at some point during September and join in on the hashtag, because they're both ones that I love and both want to finish. Well, silly me. I mean, I'm kind of a rebel and I kind of do what I want to do anyway, but I was just being cute and I thought, well, I'll put one of those polls on Instagram where people can choose which one should I work on. Should I work on Gilles Leger or should I work on my red sampler, Lettres de Carmin? I kind of was feeling my red one, Lettres de Carmin. Remember, I don't speak French. That's kind of the one I was feeling. So why I did the poll, I'm not sure, because of course, the majority of the people said I should work on Gilles Leger. So I thought, okay, lesson learned. Don't ask if you don't want to know, right? Thank you for everybody who voted. I'm laughing at myself, really. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to work on Gilles Leger first. So this, oh no, that's the wrong one. Gilles Leger's in the other bag. So I put them both in here in my basket for downstairs. Here's Gilles Leger, beautiful chart. I'm using a conversion. I don't remember where it came from. And I don't even know what I'm stitching it on. This might be light mocha. Oh no, it's vintage country mocha. There we go. So here is what I have done thus far. I started this a while back. So there's how much I've done on Gilles Leger. It's really beautiful. Beautiful colors. So what I decided, I think I have all my, this is one that I steal from sometimes. I steal from ones I'm not working on currently. Right, there's all the pretty colors. It's pretty vintage country mocha. Really pretty. So I am going to pull this out during the month and work on it some. And if I'm not feeling it, then I will move on and do my red one. So I just thought, well, I'll put them both. I'll put them both in here. I'll show you both so that I can be reminded. I can insert a picture here of this red sampler. Oh, it's so pretty. And this one, I think I've told you before, it is actually a chart by Reflet de Soie, but I found it in a magazine. I forget the name of the magazine. It was a 4-part series in the Gift of Stitching. So it was really inexpensive on thegiftofstitching.com to buy that year's set of magazines, the digital magazines. $10, $12. I got all the magazines, so that has other charts in it, and it had the 4-part, it was, oh no, maybe 6-part mystery sampler in it. And then I guess the chart was also reproduced later. This is being stitched on heavens knows what, because I started this a long time ago. Would you like me to look? Not there. That was September last year. No. Let's see how far we go back. Oh, we're going back far here. I'm gonna keep it going. I think I need my own hold music for when I'm flipping through my book to see what I did once upon a time. Oh, wow. There it is. Okay, I started this on March of 2021. So it's been about a year and a half ago I started this. This is on 36 count light sand from Zweigart, and I'm using the Weeks Dye Works Turkish Red, and it's beautiful. I love it. So I thought I need to have that out because that might be something I want to work on, and it's just red and it goes real easily. Love it. Whew, so pretty. It's really fun to pull out these whips and know that why do I have that in there? Okay. And I don't know where my Turkish red is. I'll have to go look and remind myself to do that. Okay, so that is beautiful. What else did I put in here? I thought, well, if I feel like working on a little fall, then I've got 2 already going. I've got Turkey Day and Rest a While. So I went ahead and put these in there. If I just have a day where I thought, oh, I want to work on some fall. Here is a cute pattern from Cottage Garden Sampling. Turkey Day. Super cute. Got a little start on it last year, I think. Just never went very far with it. Really cute. So I put that in there. And then I started this not too long ago either. July, maybe I started it, or August. And this is the cute Rest a While from Plum Street Samplers. And I did make some good progress on that back when I started it. So I would love to have him done for the fall. So I thought, well, I'll go ahead and put those in there. And I think those are my only 2 fall ones right now. And then if I want to, I can pull that out and work on it a little bit. So that's another one. And then the only other one I added in here, I don't know that I'll work on it in September, but I thought this needed to go in my downstairs basket so I would remember to grab it every once in a while. And I could see this at some point becoming an upstairs project. This is the beloved Liberty's Welcome by Plum Street. And I do not have plans to work on it seriously right now. But what I did want to do was have it downstairs so that if I've even got a needle in it, I'm working on it in the car. If I'm in the mood just to do some fill-in stitching, well then, here we go. Plenty to work on, right? And then that way I can grab it, do some fill-in stitching, the house, the grass there, kind of keep working on the windows maybe and get that house worked on. But then I have something I can grab for the car or something like that. where I just want to go into a basketball game, I can do fill-in stitching, and that may be the way that this really, you know, tough part of the chart is going to get done. Because, I mean, the border will take some work, but it's a really fun border. Both of them are. And then all the other little doodads are really fun. So really the chunk of the work that's hard to get done, I think, is the house and all the grass. So that's my plan. And we'll see how that goes. But I thought I would include it in there. This is vintage country mocha too, and all the DMCs. So that's what I have in my basket. And that's what I have planned for September. And I'm super excited. Lots of fun stuff to work on. So with that, I think that's all I have to share. And so I want to do a little giveaway here at the end. Remember, you need to be 18 and like and subscribe, and don't say giveaway and all that. And I will pick a winner and announce it on my next video. And let's see, we are just going to use the word pumpkin. Because I have two charts here. Both of them have a pumpkin on them. So this is one package, so there'll be one winner. One of them is this really pretty chart. I really think these are pretty. I just don't have any plans to stitch this one. From Cottage Garden Samplings. This is called the Songbirds Garden Series. I know Christine from Hollis Hand Creates, she did this one a year or two ago, this Autumn Dream, and it turned out lovely. So this is one of the charts in the set, and then I also have an extra of Pumpkin Farm from Blackbird Designs. This is part of the Anniversaries of the Heart. And so I will be giving those away to one person, announcing on my next video, not last, and the word to use is pumpkin. Okay, so I think I'm getting ready for some pumpkin-y type thing, or I think it's about time for some pumpkin creamer and stuff like that. So I think that's all I have for you today. I'm just actually remembering, I think I'm silly here. Oh, I did, I totally missed it. Okay, so July 23rd was my second anniversary of FlossTube videos, and I totally missed it. And I totally forgot to do a giveaway for 7,000 subscribers. So hopefully for my next video, I will have a bigger giveaway, and I will do it in celebration of the 7,000 plus subscribers on my channel. Thank you very, very, very much. And for my second anniversary on FlossTube that I missed. So be looking for that. And I will do a bigger giveaway for that. So that'll be fun. As always, I am pondering the scripture, God indeed is my salvation. I'm confident and unafraid. And that's from Isaiah. And I absolutely love it, and it is something I repeat often in my head and out loud to remind myself through whatever I'm going through that God is in control. God is my salvation. He is in charge of this all. God indeed is my salvation. I'm confident and unafraid in Him. So I leave you with that, and I hope you have a great couple of weeks, and I will be seeing you back hopefully in 2. And I hope you have a blessed couple of weeks and get lots of stitching done, and I'll see you soon. Bye.